Guys, it's finally time. My epic exclusive recipes are now available for only $4.99 per month. You guys always wanted to try my recipes, so now you can at home. If you join down below, you will have full access to all my special recipes. You can cook along with me while watching my videos. Or if you just want to join to support my channel and help me feed more homeless people in need, it will help me out a ton. Every single person that joins my membership is going to support my channel and help me feed a lot more homeless people in need and help them out. All the recipes are quick and easy that you can cook with your family. Not business class. Hai ông siempre Jesus is dead. It's not business class. ANA calls this the room. Welcome on board for 14 hours of pure luxury in a massive suite inspired by Japan. Hello, Jet Setters. I'm Jeff Brooks from GreenerGrass.com. This is ANA Business Class, and you're coming along. Here's the plan. We'll leave New York's JFK at about 1 o'clock this afternoon and fly for around 14 hours, crossing more than 6,700 miles before touching down just before 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. So let's get this trip started at JFK Airport. This is my first time in Terminal 7 here, and I think we can agree it's seen better days. JFK is undergoing a similar renovation to what we've seen over at LaGuardia. I think that's a good thing. New York's airport's it was time for an upgrade, and it's happening. Terminal 7 here at JFK used to be the home of British Airways, and if you look carefully, you can spot some evidence of that that remains. But today, airlines like ANA operate here. Now, theirs was super early, so it's not time to check in. We've got to fill a little time for that. So they're going to take a ride on the old air train and just kind of explore JFK a little bit. And our ride on the air train offered us the best view we get all day of the ANA 777-300 that was going to take us on this journey across the Pacific Ocean. And Japan Airlines also serves this route, but they operate from Terminal 8. Which of these two Japanese carriers is your favorite, ANA or JAL? Let me know in the comments below. Progress is being made on Terminal 6, which will eventually be the home of JetBlue and others. And back at Terminal 7, it was time to check in. ANA has 2 flights daily from JFK to Jamaica, only 1 p.m. Sounds a lot better than me till 1 a.m. I'll have daily almost the whole time. This is my first time flying with ANA, and I love flying the airline from the country where I'm going. When I'm going there, it really gets me in the mood. Speaking of, it's time to check in, so let's get it done. Not this time. ANA is one of a handful of airlines that still have a separate first class cabin. Are you bummed not to be that happy today, Joe? Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it. I would love to be up there, but I'm super excited about business class. I understand it's spectacular. I'm sure we won't have anything to complain about. It'll be good no matter what. Business class looks incredible, and maybe someday we'll find ourselves on board an ANA first class flight. What do you think? You guys want to see that? Let us know. Please? That's check-in complete. Next stop, Japan. A&A passengers use the Horizons Business Class Lounge here in Terminal 7. But before we check that out, we thought we'd explore the terminal a little bit more. Most importantly, see if we can check out our airplane. I think there's officially no view of this 777 to Tokyo Haneda, which is really disappointing. Maybe if we sneak around this corner. Great view of the Aerolíneas Argentinas A330, but no 777 for us. That's too bad. Hey, let's check out the lounge. Let's do it. In addition to ANA, this lounge gets used by passengers who are flying on Condor, Kuwait, Iceland Air, LOT, and Ethiopian. So I guess it can get pretty busy, though. We're here fairly early, and it's not. There are some passengers who are flying Iceland Air's earlier flight in Keflavik right now. But other than that, it seems to just be ANA passengers. We'll be here for a little while, so maybe we'll be able to sample the food there and maybe even try a drink before we head out to the plane. But time flies when you're having fun. Before we knew it, it was time to leave. ANA operates 15 777-300s, but not all of them have the configuration we're about to see. There are only 9 that have this sort of new version. This business class seat is so special that ANA have dubbed it the Room. Let's get on board and find out together whether this is the best business class in the sky. Next stop, Tokyo. Once on board, we'll turn you to the right. I'm in seat 11K, Suzanne in 13. And these odd-numbered seats, they're closer to the window. You do face backwards. My first impression of this seat is solid. The wide seat itself is impressive, with enough room for 2 people to comfortably sit next to each other in flight. There is, of course, lots of bedding and an amenity kit to explore later. The size of the screen is truly impressive, too, and it's going to be easy to enjoy such a massive TV on this long-haul flight. This narrow cabinet would be a good spot to store my water bottle in flight. And the tray table? Well, it's large and sturdy enough for what I'm sure is going to be impressive catering from ANA. This thing is huge. This seat is massive. We can bonus it here. Yeah, the whole plate and like total something. There's a reason they call it the Room, and I think we've just discovered what that is. It's massive.
Amazing space. It's an amazing flight.
Yeah, what is it, about 14 hours and change?
Oh, I'll be on that on
Not bad about that. Suzanne made her way back to her seat. Flight attendants offered a pre-departure beverage, and we pushed back. Boarding seemed to take no time at all. We'll cross through an incredible 14 time zones on this trip. Departing JFK on a beautiful, clear day like this is always a magical experience. Today was no exception. The in-flight entertainment, which can be controlled by remote control, is again presented on the screen. Unfortunately, there aren't that many choices. That said, the moving map and camera features were great. Wi-Fi was also available for purchase the entire flight, costing about $22. It wasn't that fast, but it did the trick for a 14-hour trip. As always, please never mistake criticism for complaints on this channel. We just want to give you a sense of what you might experience if you choose to take a flight like this. That's not just looking at the basics and studying it, but they're the good basics that I'm happy to have. I think pretty much everything's been on this trip. About 13 and a half hours between here and Tokyo. It's time to settle in, maybe turn on a movie. I just enjoy the views. I don't know, but plenty of time to enjoy everything in this massive business class room. Service began about 20 minutes after departure with this refreshing towel. These headphones can be so easy. Little Jesus tried this one. Snake back. Here. So those who see something like this, certainly changes. Portions of making it so different than this last mayor. These things go undone. The flight attendant brought the menu card. Head to greengrass.com/menus to see even more of it. First up, the most food truck. Duck and cheese canapé was really good. Perfect timing. That's perfect timing. You see flights just so that's A&A, but I just and how could I not have the Japanese options when it came to dining on A&A? Everything on this plate was so good. Each bite was a surprise and flavorful combination that really made me feel like I love this dinner. This food is so good. There's no way I could just go Eastern Asian like that. Japanese is a thing that makes it to Tokyo. And it gets so good. It's just a start. Every single bite is delicious and really tasty. Great catering, champagne, very nice.
Plan your family fun in the ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
Over 45 streaming services, all in the YouTube app. Shopify is a platform that helps entrepreneurs get started down the path they want. Sometimes starting a business can be scary. I feel like I lost the piece of my soul. Like getting covered in spiders or being buried alive. But Shopify is here to help. If I had started my own business, I would have been able to go to all the crazy places like Antarctica and make videos like these for you guys. And just like millions of other people have done with Shopify, you can get started today on your business right now. Go to Shopify.
Safe like repairs, safe like replace.
That's rough. This is Safe Light. You can get that fixed any way you want. About 2 hours after takeoff, the main course arrived. It was Greenland halibut and ginger sauce, and it was so good. It was steamed rice and miso soup. I have to say, the pickled Japanese vegetables might have been my favorite. Suzanne wrapped up with cheesecake and herbal tea.
Not typically wings and fish, but it has been delicious. Do you think so?
Yeah, all of that. So I think really the chicken beef course that sauce was amazing. The later technically re-impressed amazing and subtle and really delicious.
Super delicious. They try to play it backwards, whatever.
By this point, we were over Canada, and having a moving map appear on the remote control while I watched a movie on the main screen made it easy to keep track of our progress. ANA's 777-300s have 212 seats. In this configuration, there are 116 economy seats, 24 premium economy seats, 64 business class seats like ours, and 8 incredible first class seats. We caught a glimpse of them on our way off the plane later in this flight in Tokyo. Suzanne decided it was time to set up her bed, so she pulled out the slippers and went to work setting it up. It turns out putting this thing together is a bit of a puzzle, but she finally worked it out. A&A provides passengers with a mattress pad and a blanket, as well as 2 pillows. One of them's memory foam. It's great. Back in my own room, I raised my partition, closed my door, and settled into my own bed. Well, Suzanne is now pregnant, but that means something to say. And I gotta tell you, there it sells. It's just so much space. There's there's nothing. It's the sky. There's a shoulder. Some grenades. Side of the shoulder. It's a bit narrow. And of course, pretty much any other business I've seen that no experience. So this is super. I woke up about 2 hours later somewhere over Alaska. That was about 2 hours ago. And it pretty good. I don't want to sleep too much. So just then here, maybe okay. I said yes. You know, be hang around me, hang around the room for the next 7 8 hours. Because yeah. So I ordered a cup of coffee and enjoyed the in-flight entertainment. A few hours later, I went for a mid-flight snack. In my case, I chose the corn soup. It wasn't very filling, but it was very delicious. There were several other options available for mid-flight snacks. I was sorry the rice bowl was not available on our flight, though. About 2 hours before landing, service began again with another refreshing towel. This time, I thought it was only fair to try the Western option. Unfortunately, the Spanish cannelloni was not as good as the Japanese option. I wish it had gone the other way, but I'm glad I tried it. And now it's time for the Jet score. By using this unscientific measure, we get a sense of what I think about this singular flight. We'll rate the lounge, the seat, the food, the in-flight entertainment, and the service. First, the lounge in Terminal 7 was mediocre. The food was lacking, but there was plenty of seating. There were no views, and the bathrooms were dirty, but it was nice to have a place to get away from the hustle and bustle downstairs. 3 stars here. This is one of the best business class seats out there. Everyone raves about the Q Suite at Qatar, but this is just as good, maybe even better. 5 stars here. When it comes to food, it's no surprise the Japanese option was better than the Western one. But I'm sorry they weren't equivalent. I feel like they should have been. That means 4 stars here. The in-flight entertainment screen was incredible, so big, so bright, so clear. I just wish they had more options. 4 stars here. Finally, the service was fantastic. At one point, Suzanne ordered some herbal tea, and it took the crew some time to make it. When they delivered it, they were just so apologetic for the delay. At every turn, they were professional, courteous, and just so very kind. 5 stars for them. Before we total that up, let's talk price. We often book one-way tickets, which can be more expensive. In this case, a flight from JFK to Tokyo was around $8,000 when we needed to take the trip. But we paid less than $3,000 each. Now, still a lot of money, of course. But how did we find that savings? Well, we started our day in Toronto. We found that one-way tickets from Canada through the U.S. are often cheaper. Granted, our need for one-way tickets is somewhat unusual, but the hack has saved us a bundle. Now, all in, ANA earned 21 out of a possible 25 stars. Wait now, the next time. See you in the sky. I love flying an airline or a nation's flag. No, I don't want to say that because that's not true.
You can still be like, okay, I live in here, whereas it's not something
We're about to find out.
not find out.
ANA uses the Horizons, but no, that's not right.
This is a sham hot take. International delight is no delight at all.
Upcon, day 1 of 1. Wow. So they sit in that sauce, get super dirty, straight to the meat, and mix it, but it tastes insane. Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out. The show. Smasher versus one of the competitors. We got a backstory in this case. Movie mad. Oh, no, no. That's a theme, right? Yeah. You got the creator packs and everything. Yeah. So cool.